Good afternoon, everyone. It is a nice day here in North Carolina and a perfect day for a quicker, more advanced workout using a band as a prop, both for support, also as resistance, and also as a way just to feel lengthening through your body into the band as some active mobility work, also as a way to just stimulate and lengthen muscle groups. So we're gonna get right into it. Hopefully your band is pretty long. A TheraBand is gonna be better than one of those tubed bands for this, but you can also try it with a tubed band. So we're gonna start with our feet hip width apart on the band. I've got my band spread out pretty far to start with just because I don't like it to roll up under my foot. It can be a little uncomfortable for me. Might not be a big deal for you, but we're gonna start feet hip width apart, knees soft, get a little bit of a bounce going, shoulders pulling down and away. Take a few breaths here, inhaling through your nose, exhaling out through your mouth, feeling your center engage. Inhale, 360 degrees of expansion, exhale. All that air comes out, everything connects in and back. One more breath. Exhale. Starting with a little squat, bicep curl combo. It's not about the depth here, it's just about getting your body moving. So I want you to inhale as you bend into a squat. I'm staying parallel. Exhale up and curl. Inhale, bend and lengthen the arms. Exhale up and curl. And I'll turn sides so you can see. Notice I'm not going butt to ground. I'm just hinging from my hips, bending my knees. Not allowing my knees to become knock-kneed, right? Keeping them in line with my hips. And as I curl up and feel that resistance of the band, I'm not allowing the band to collapse my back here or roll my shoulders forward. I'm using it as a way to actually grow taller, resisting and finding tension against the band. And we have 3. Use your breath, 2. And 1, and release your arms down. Now from here, shift your weight to your right foot. Find the softness in your knee. Pick your left foot up. And if you want a little challenge, just bring that left leg forward into more of like a runner's position, or you can attach it to your right knee if you want a little more support. From here, notice we've got less tension through our left arm. We're gonna exhale to lift that left arm up, and inhale to lower it down. Noticing as that arm lifts, for some of you it might create more stability, it might create less stability. So pay attention what's happening to your right foot here. As you pull the band away, it shouldn't feel like your right big toe is coming off with the resistance of that band. If anything, it should be grounding into the band even more to help stabilize you. 2 more, keep that shoulder blade down. And up, lower that arm down. Now, pick up the right arm, and I want you to make a fist and really feel like you're punching that arm out and away from your body, creating tension. From here, you're gonna rotate that top knee out, and pull it back to center. Ribs stay over your pelvis. Bottom knee stays soft. I was locking mine. And out, reach out into that band, making that fist, trying to punch the wall opposite you. 1 more time. And center. Relax the arm. Bring your left foot down. That gets the heat generated real quick, doesn't it? Shift to your left foot now. Keep that knee soft. Find weight over your left heel so that you're right over top of your ankle. Lift that right leg up now, creating connection or not. Exhaling the right arm up since we have less tension on that part of the band. Breathing as you go. I would exhale the arm up, feel your ribs connect. Inhale the arm down. And as you're doing this, and also paying attention to that left arch, think of growing tall. Your knees shouldn't lock out from that, but it's just not letting you sink It's not letting that band pull you down. Lift up through your spine. Resist against the tension of that band. One more. Lower that arm. Now we're gonna pick up that left arm, punch through with a fist out to the side like you're punching the wall opposite you. Create that tension as the top knee rotates out and comes back in. Rotate it out. Bring it in, keep punching. 2 more. And in, last one, out. And in, lower that foot down, finding the band. Choke up on your band to create a little more tension as those arms are straight. Take a breath in. Exhale, round it down. Here, gently allow the band to pull you until it loses all of its tension and stretch. Take a breath in at the bottom. Now as you exhale and round up, and that band starts to create tension and stretch again, let it pull your shoulders down so you get a little bit of a stretch through your upper back. Now really grow tall against the resistance of the band. Don't let it pull your shoulders forward. Breath in, exhale, round it down. Let your knees soften. Allow the band to pull you until you totally lose all the slack, or you have only slack. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, round it up. Feel your heels into the floor. Stacking one vertebrae at a time and resisting up against the band. Shoulders pull down and away, but crown of the head grows tall. One more. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale to round it up. Shoulders pull down and away. Lift and relax. All right, from here, going into some challenging leg work. I'm gonna adjust on that. I would let up on the band a little bit. You might have to adjust as you go, and that's fine. We're gonna go into a little bit of lunge work here. So standing on your right foot, band under your arch, pick the left foot up, and we're gonna step back into a lunge, bending both knees as the arms come up and out slightly, making a V shape. Now exhale to stand. See if you can balance as the arms come down. So as you lunge, you're creating upward tension through the band, through the shoulders. Shoulder blades are down. Now exhale, create tension and length through your body as the band releases. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. And we have 3. And 2. 1. And up from here. Start to hinge your hip back. Just barely tap your left toes down as the arms come forward. Stay over top of your right foot in the band. Tap the left toe in, tap it out. Lifting your abdominals and your ribs, reaching out through the shoulder blades and pulling the bottom of your shoulder blades down, resisting against the band. 2, 1, and come in, stand it up, shake it out. That creates a lot of tension, which hopefully creates a lot of, heat and energy and work. Now go ahead and switch legs. Left foot comes onto the band. Letting as much slack as you need, knowing those arms are gonna lift, so take a breath in. Exhale, lunge it back, bending both knees, arms come forward and out. Exhale, grow tall into a single leg hold. Exhale. So tension's created out through the band to help you stay long. Then as you literally come up and lengthen, that tension releases. And you create that internal tension up through your spine and your abdomen. And 2 more. Last one, stand it up and hold. Now, hinge your hips back like I'm pulling you back with a rope. Barely tap those right toes down. Bring those arms forward and out. Now tap the right toe in. Press it out. Lifting those ribs and abs. Band is still out in that long V position. And we have 3 and 2. Shoulders down. Lift those ribs, pull it in, and relax. Shake it out. And if you haven't figured it out, you could do this whole workout without a band. You don't have to have one. Just adds a little challenge. Now, come back to stand on the band with your right foot. And we're going to go into an RDL. So, choke up on the band just a little bit. From here, standing on that right foot, we're going to soften the right knee. Start to hinge your hips back like I'm pulling you from behind, but then lengthen that left heel out. From here, reach your arms forward against the band. Actually, I'm sorry, out to the side. I was wondering why that felt weird. Out to the side, thumbs up, ribs are lifted. We hold. Noticing that if one arm starts to relax and one side of the band slacks, it might start to rock your foot. So try to keep equal tension up and out through your hands, out through that left heel, out through the crown of your head. Notice how it becomes a lot easier on the center of your body, so your abs and your right hip to hold. Stand up, shake it out, and switch feet. Left foot on the band, soften the left knee, hinge your hips back, reach out for your right heel. Arms come out to the side, thumbs up, we're creating tension and length, out and up through the arms, out and up through the heel, crown of the head, ribs are lifted, left hip is supported with all this tension and compression. And slowly bring it up. Shake it out one more time. And from here, come down onto your knees. We're going to come to a seated position. The band around your feet. I'm going to flatten my band out again because I just don't like it when it balls up. It's just not super comfortable, but it's also not a perfect science, so it's bound to happen at some point. Knees stay soft here. Hands are creating as much tension as you want or need. Take a breath in through your nose. Sit tall through your mid-back without overarching your low back. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under. Start to round it back, pulling your ribs and abs toward your spine. Arms are long. Take a breath in when you're halfway down. Exhale, round all the way up. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale, round it back. Arms are long. There's tension through the band. You're not going any lower than what your heels can stay down on the mat. Exhale, round it up. One more time. Back and hold. Keeping that tailbone tuck is the most important thing. Don't worry about how low you are. Exhale, roll one elbow back and rotate with your head and eyes. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate left and center. Wrapping your rib cage, but keeping your hips still. So you're not rotating through your pelvis. You're rotating from your trunk. And center. One more each. Last one. And center. Take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, slowly round all the way back. Down to the floor. Relaxing your head. Now bend your knees and bring your feet up towards the ceiling. Choke up on the band for as much or as little support as you want and anchor your elbows into the floor. Ribs are down. Low back and hips are anchored as well. We inhale, starting to lower both feet out and down. See if you can go a little lower than if you didn't have the band. Exhale up, Pull your abdominals to your spine. Inhale out into your ribs. You don't have to lock your knees out here. I'd actually prefer if you didn't. But if you really need to keep them soft, you can do that as well. 2 more. Last one. And bring it up. Good. Soften those knees. Just gently rock yourself side to side. All right. From here, rocking yourself upright. We're going to do a little bit of side body work before we go back to our back for rollover. So, flatten out your mat if you need to. Come onto your knees. And you're going to pull that band apart overhead. I don't have much tension on my band, and I have my arms pretty wide on purpose, so don't feel like you have to really make it harder on yourself and have to really yank that band out. Keep it long. Extend your left leg out to the side. Now, start to cartwheel over. Right hand is going to find the floor. Left hand needs to come upright, so adjust your arms accordingly on the band. Reaching up through that side, which you will appreciate in a second when we go into our side plank. Lift that top leg up, lower down. And as you're lifting and lowering, I want you to keep the length out through your top hand, but then also pushing down and away from your bottom hand into the floor. And 2 more. 2, 1. Lower, press yourself up. Arms come back overhead. Maybe let your arms come out to the side. Lift your chest. Back over, maybe round, sit down into your pelvis and back into your hips. Come back up, band overhead. Getting ready to go into a side plank. So cartwheel back over. Bottom hand's under your shoulder. I'm already pushing down through that bottom arm, reaching up through my top arm against the band. Pick that bottom leg up and hold. I've got my feet staggered. You can always stack your feet if you want more of a challenge. From here, keeping those feet planted, we're going to inhale, reach that top arm forward. You're going to lose slack on the band. Now exhale, pull that band back up, reach the top arm, press down through the bottom. Notice how that band, creating that tension and resistance, can actually work for you if you stay lifted and long. But if you allow it to pull you down, it's going to make it a lot harder. And slowly lower your hips. Keep your elbows straight. This is a little challenge. Bend those knees lower, 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 till your hips find the mat. Let go of the band. Take a nice side stretch over into mermaid pose. Breathing into that rib cage you were just compressing with that active ab wall. Slowly come up. We're going to switch. So you're coming back to your knees. Hands wide on the band. Remember, I don't have a ton of tension here. Start to cartwheel up and over. Reaching out through the band. And now lifting, lowering that top leg. Exhale, lift. 10. And 9. Not really thinking quite as much about the leg here. More about that reach of the band. Getting ready for that side plank so we don't get pulled downward. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and cartwheel yourself up. Take a little active extension. Round, sit back into your pelvis for a second. Come back upright, arms out into the band. Cartwheel back up and over, reaching that top hand up, pressing down through the bottom arm. So I'm really actually lengthening. I'm pulling myself in 2 different directions. Set up into your side plank. I brought my bottom leg back behind my top. Again, pressing down and reaching up. That takes pressure off that bottom arm, creates more energy and work through your ab wall. Now, inhale, forward with the band. Exhale, back up against the band, reaching up. Don't let it pull you down. Inhale. Exhale, reach. 2 more. Last one. And back up. Now a little challenge. Start to lower your hips by bending your knees. Keep that arm straight. When you're at the bottom, release your hips, release the band. Take a big side stretch over. Totally relax. And we're gonna come into a rollover. This is gonna feel a little different. Now, if rollover is something you've been working on and you still don't quite have it without resistance, please don't do this with the band. The band's actually gonna create a little bit of downward compression through our legs and into our low back. So what's great about it is you're gonna feel a little bit more of a stretch through your low back, unless you still haven't quite gotten the legs up and over without the band. Then what it's gonna do, it's actually gonna make you compress into more flexion. Please do not do that. That can be very dangerous. So, moral of the story, don't use the band if you're still working on traditional rollover. If you've had that down for years and you're comfortable with trying this, follow along with me. So, band is gonna come around your feet. I'm gonna wrap the band around my hands and come down to the floor. From here, take a breath in through your nose, flexing your feet so the band doesn't roll off. Now exhale up and over. Pressing down through your hands, really lengthening out against the band so you're not compressing into flexion. Take a breath in. Now exhale, roll down. Ribs to your spine. Notice that band wants to pull you down even quicker, so you have to reach out through the crown of your head and your tailbone that much more. Keep your shoulders away from your ears, and we're there. Take a breath in. Exhale up and over. Reaching up into the back. Breathe in here. Exhale, roll down. Flex your feet. Reach long through your hands, through your head, through your tailbone, through your heels. Lowering down 2 more times. Lifting up and out of your back. Last one. Exhale. Pulling those ribs in and back. Relaxing those hips. And side to side. Rollover is hard enough. That really makes it challenging. If you tried it at home, whether you succeeded or not, great job for trying, for having the courage and confidence in your body. All right, coming all the way up. We're almost done. All right, go ahead and release your band if it's gotten all twisted like mine. I'm gonna double up on mine just to kind of get it out of the way, not because I want extra compression. From here, we're gonna do a little hip hinging with an opposite leg alternating, kneeling. So pulling gently out against the band, not too much, just enough to feel the bottom of the shoulder blades connect. Inhale as the hips hinge back, arms come forward. Exhale, press everything up, lift your chest up and out. Inhale, hinge. Exhale up. And hinge. And lift. And 3 more like this. Keep those ribs lifted up to your spine so you're not hyperextending the low back as the hips hinge back. Ribs should feel like they're lifting the whole time. That inhale should be expanding 360 degrees into your rib cage, which can help keep those abs on. And now, same hinging movement. We're gonna come up though onto one leg, so there's a bit of a balance component. Inhale, hinge it back. Exhale, press up. Find that right foot forward. Bring it back, inhale, hinge. Exhale, up, left foot. Now, if you're finding that as you're doing this, you're not quite getting your balance, pay attention to your breath. Make sure you're actually breathing. And notice what the center of your body is doing, because that is what's controlling and driving this movement. If it's not supported by your abs by way of your breath, if both systems are collapsing, you will not complete this movement smoothly, or maybe even at all. Expand out. Use the breath up. One more time. Last one. And up. Whew. Shake out those arms. We are almost done. We're going to end with a plank, a little rounded cat stretch, using the band, or at this point, if you are just done with your band, you can just get rid of it. Otherwise, if you're following along to the end, just as I'm doing, you're going to bring the band around your mid-back, and you're going to set up. Sorry, I had to take a breath there. You're going to set up with your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. This band is going to be your feedback of how you're breathing out and upward. It's also going to give you a little resistance, so it's going to work your serratus anterior muscle through your shoulders. From here, inhale through your nose. Exhale as you round your back by lifting your ribs and your abdominals, tucking your tailbone under. Take a full breath in, up against the band. Take a full breath out, staying lifted and supported. From here, tuck your toes. Hover your knees, keep your position. 2 breaths, inhale, up into the band. Exhale, stay lifted. Resist that urge to be pulled down. Lower your knees. Release the band, gently sit back into a child's pose. You can gently rock. That's hard. We're going to go into a full plank now. If just even being on your hands and knees against that band is challenging, please stay there. The plank might feel a little easier than the quadruped hover because you will get to use your legs a little more. So if the plank is easier and you want more of a challenge, just stay with the quadruped. If quadruped was hard, but you think just staying down your hands and knees would be too easy, then follow me with the plank. Lots of options. Take a breath in. Exhale, lift up against the band. Inhale one more time, breathing into the band. Use your exhale to step your feet back, sit up in your plank. You should still be rounded. Give me 3 breaths. Inhale. Actively push down through your hands, lift up against the band. Exhale out, pulling your abdominals and ribs towards your spine. One more. Slowly lower those knees. Get rid of your bands completely. Set up into a child's pose. If you want a little extra tricep stretch, bend at your elbows. Bring your hands behind your back. You can walk your elbows forward and breathe. Holding here. One more. Slowly release your arms. Roll all the way up, 1 vertebrae at a time. Place one hand on your stomach, one hand on your chest. Breathe in and out. Be thanking your body for being able to do such a challenging class. Maybe setting an intention for what you're going to work on and think about next time you take this class. But either way, find gratitude. And we are done. I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you worked up a little bit of a sweat or a little bit of heat, and found something to find joy and gratitude with your movement practice and how your body performed. So hope you guys have a great day, and thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.